All right, and we are live. Hi, everybody.
Hi
Hey, everyone.
guys, Friday night.
Hey,
Hey, you
come
guys.
on in,
I'm
everybody.
Tiffany.
Let's share it.
Share.
It's your girl, cousin Sarah. I'm back again.
Hey, and I'm Cleisha. If you don't know, now you know.
Hey, boo. And of course, I'm Tiffany again. Once
And
again.
Tiffany. All right. So we're gonna wait till a few people start logging on, so everybody come on in and get comfortable. Like I always say, get your favorite beverage and
Mhm.
let's get ready to talk.
All right.
This, okay? Come on in, everybody. Don't be shy. And
Hi.
be sure to like, share, and subscribe.
Like coming from a shy person, right?
Tiffany is on the road, but we see how dedicated that she is to us. She is
Yes, thank you,
still
cousin.
on. Can we give it up for Miss
All
Tiffany?
right.
Let's talk about dedication. Let's
Yes.
talk
Don't do
about.
that. Can y'all stop? Not today.
I mean, I have to give honor to where honor is due.
Yes, yes.
Mm. Hey. It's like, no, thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Absolutely. If you're on
Oh,
here,
you're not making us on live. Y'all can't be doing
look,
that.
she got her mask on,
Look at her playing
like,
it
I
safe.
already know. Can't be getting sick out here in these streets.
all right, we're just waiting for a few more people. So come on in, get comfortable. It's Friday night. You're probably in the house or, relaxing. So just chill with us tonight. Okay?
Come hang
Come
out,
on in.
guys. All are welcome. Come hang out. We're discussing tonight closing open on closing open wounds. We're discussing co-parenting.
Yes.
So this is a really interesting topic. We
Yes.
want all you guys to come on out, especially our parents out there. We really want you guys to come on out and participate in this discussion.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's raining. I pray everyone is safe. And what's going on with COVID-19, I pray that your family is safe and I hope that you are well. Um, in these times, health and
Absolutely.
is very important. Health is wealth. That is really important. So health is wealth. I thank God for you guys and all that are watching, and thank you for our dedicated people that tune in with us and help us and comment and share and subscribe all throughout the week. We really, really appreciate you guys in building this brand. Would not be here, if it weren't for you guys. So thank you so, so much.
Guys, we appreciate you.
Yeah, absolutely. This evening, Sarah is going to uh, be bringing hosting tonight. So we're going to let Sarah take it from here.
All right. Well, we got a couple people in, so we appreciate you once again, as Cleisha said. Thank you guys for showing your support out to us. And we are discussing tonight co-parenting.
Yes.
What is it?
Mm.
Co-parenting is basically when you get together, you make the sacrifice, and you and the non-custodial parent, or the non-custodial parent and yourself, or however you want to put it, you guys collaborate to make things work with your children or your child. It's essential for the health of the child. It's essential that they have both parents in their life. So I figured that this was a good topic to talk about, being as though we focus a lot on, last week we had red flags in a relationship. That was a discussion topic. And going off of the relationships and red flags, you could be already in a relationship and get red flags. So you're going to end up breaking up with the person eventually.
Yeah.
And what you got after that, if you've had children, co-parenting, you're going to have to work out. They might not have been a good romantic person with a relationship, but they might be a great parent. Who knows?
Right. So
tonight's topic is what we're going to discuss today. We're going to cover all types of things with co-parenting. We're going to discuss the fundamentals of it, as far as what should be important. I even got a couple of tips that I did some research on from the experts of this, which would be your legal advisors and your psychologists and different counselors that actually wrote about the subject of co-parenting, that I'm going to give them shots out in between here and there when I give out my information. And also there's even a couple of apps out there that you can utilize to communicate with the other parent if you guys aren't on such a good term, on speaker terms.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, really good stuff.
So you're not getting my phone number. We're going to download this app, and you're going to contact me accordingly, sir.
That's right. That's right. So we really got some good stuff to talk about tonight concerning co-parenting, and I'm going to get it rolling. All right. So first of all, we want to talk about communication with your ex. We know that it is very, very difficult sometimes when you have an uprooted problem that's still in circulation with the ex, and you might not even want to be bothered with that person. You might not even want to, have them in your life because you're in a state of starting over, so to speak. But if you have children with this person, it is necessary that you try to get along with them the best way possible. Now, if you feel that it could be detrimental to your child's health or life-threatening for whatever reason, I wouldn't recommend at all to have communication or try to co-parent with a person like that, because if they're trying to kill you, what they gonna do to your kids?
Right.
Right. But at the same time, if you can get along with the person or be cordial with the person, co-parenting is the best thing. I have seen a few children grow up in co-parenting relationship situations, and they turned out excellent. And I actually observed from the sideline, and I saw that with that extra support of the two parents and their significant others also. Yeah. Child gets extra love, they get extra support, and it's a beautiful thing. So I see the value in it, for everybody to get along for the sake of the children. And it's really a sacrifice that you're putting out there when you decide that co-parenting is something that you're going to do. Because let's just be real here. The way the law works, basically, if you're the custodial parent of the child, you have rights to pretty much do whatever you want. But what I discovered is, in a co-parenting situation, you can't just move from one state to the next if that person has joint custody of that child, or if there is a co-parenting arrangement going on. You have to get approval from that other parent in order to move if you want to relocate. So that job that you were thinking about getting, that's out of state or out of town or out of the country, that you were thinking about up and relocating, you got to think again, because you got this co-parenting situation going on, and you have to consider a lot of the needs of everybody with important decisions like that you're going to make. So co-parenting is very, very, very important. with that being said, you guys ain't got anything y'all want to put out there that you might have thought of?
Yeah, I have heard it is considered kidnapping in some circumstances when
Yes.
someone just, gets up and takes the children or something like that. Um, Even if there is no legal, you know, like you haven't been to court or, you don't have custody, you guys never went to court to get custody of the child, um, it is considered kidnapping in some states. So you
Yeah.
can just get up and move. And, like Sarah was saying, unless it is an abusive relationship or something like that, um, you do have to consider the other parent. And you can't just move, even if, let's just say, the father or the mother has moved on and you're so bitter and you have the children, just out of spite, you just try to take the kids, you know what I'm saying? So, you just can't do that. It's
Hmm.
not good. It's not good
Right.
for the kids either.
That's very true. Also, what I did discover from the American Psychological Association, they actually define co-parenting as a variety of arrangements. They consider it like a mother and father um, situation. It could be two mothers. It could be two fathers.
Hmm.
It could be a parent with an adult and with another adult and a sibling of the child. It could involve a grandparent or another adult relative, which was something I found to be interesting because I just thought co-parenting was just with the biological mother and father. But they have so many different varieties of
Yeah.
co-parenting, I guess, on whoever has the custody of the child.
Hmm.
So, you could be, with grandma and grandma's co-parenting with the biological father of the child
Hmm.
or the biological mother of the child. That's considered an arrangement of co-parenting. How many children we know they have that arrangement. They living with the grandparent or they're living with
Right.
the mom and the grandparent of the other uh, biological parent is help raising that child. That's
Hmm.
definitely a co-parenting arrangement. And according to um, the legal association, the divorced or separated parents or two that never lived together is also considered co-parenting as well. As I
Wow.
was saying, the fundamentals of co-parenting are keeping communication between the parents positive. So you have to make sure that, once the co-parenting arrangement is established, set in stone, you guys are going to keep the arrangement very positive between the two. Even if you guys can't get along with anything else or can't agree on anything else, co-parenting is the one thing that you should agree on if there's a child involved. Um, so they definitely want to have that communication open. And as I was saying before, they have different apps out there if you don't want to talk to the ex or that other co-parent. They
Hmm.
have apps out there. So you guys, it might cost you a little penny, but here we go. They have one called let me see. Let me find it, guys. Oh, Our Family Wizard is a communication platform. It's called Our Family Wizard. That was actually established by Judge Cheryl Ellisworth and Jonathan Burke, and that's a $12.99 a month fee that they charge for that particular app. That
Hmm.
app records your conversation. It
Nice.
also gives you the option before you send the message. Let's say the person had you upset or something like that, and you were sending them a text message. They'll
Hmm.
give you an option to say, "Is are you sure you want to send this message?"
Think
Before
twice.
that, right? Think twice before you send, right? They
Wow.
actually they actually give you that option to do. And I felt like that was really cool. So that's our family wizard, guys. Check that one out if you're looking for a communication platform for scheduling, for just basic communication with that. Because from my understanding, this is supposed to save a lot of money for people because the statistics show that over $250 billion are spent on unresolved civil disputes.
Mm, yeah.
That's what I found out when I was doing my research. And attorney fees, the average rate that they charge is $253 an hour for representation. I
Mm,
know I don't have that kind of money to be paying out to nobody.
okay.
So
Right.
I'm going to try to keep the peace and try to communicate as best as I can. But
Right.
this over the phone thing that you, if you don't want to do it, you can do, like I was saying, the co-parenting apps you can utilize. They save the information, they archive it, so if you go to court or something, you can use that information
Right.
to back you up if needed. So I think that the $12.99 would be worth it as opposed to paying all of that
Yeah.
money out in the long run, and then you still having a bad taste in your mouth when you're talking about the ex.
Right.
We know how it goes with the ex. They an ex for a reason.
Absolutely.
So we know how
Absolutely.
it
And I'm just wondering if, what if I don't want my ex to know my phone number? Does it give my phone number? I mean, that's a question I have for that app.
now that part I really don't know. But what I would think is it should be some sort of protection
Right.
there that you can create like a screen name or something that's not going to
Right.
list that information is what I'm guessing, because it's really there to protect you if you don't want to text them or call them. It's
Right.
supposed to be another option. So I'm thinking that they might have that option available, but I can't say that for sure because I wasn't about to pay $12.99 a month just
To
so I could
find out.
find out because I don't need it right now. But
Right.
it is what it is.
Right. Right. Thank God.
I thank God I can call my people up, so I
Right.
don't need
Right.
that. Let me see here.
Wow.
Um, Also, what we fail to realize when we are co-parenting is that the children are actually living in two households. That sounds simple enough, and it sounds pretty much to the point. But
But
when
it's
you think
not.
about it, managing two households is very, very hard. And
Right.
especially for a child, they need stability as much as
Right.
possible. So you don't want to sit there and take that lightly. And experts recommend that you stay consistent with whatever that you're doing. The
Right.
pointers that they give for that consistency is, for instance, picking up your child every day at the same time after school, or
Right.
having both parents attend sports games is another thing that you could do
Yeah.
to try to keep things consistent. Parent teacher conferences, that's another thing. You guys could either take turns and rotate the parent teacher conference, or you could come together and hear what the teacher has to say
Nice.
concerning your child. Um, so that's a good thing. They also want us to be mindful, and the co-parents out there to be mindful that mistakes do happen, and miscommunication can lead to scheduling mistakes happening. So let's
Mhm.
say, for instance, you tell the ex, hey, I need you to go pick up little Johnny or whoever you're going to pick up from practice on next Thursday, and they get the date mixed up. You
Right.
only told them verbally, you know what I'm saying? They didn't make a note of it because maybe they were out running an errand or doing something
Hmm.
more important at the time that they couldn't stop to take a piece of paper or log it into their phone. So they've
Right.
been and forgot to pick up little Johnny, and you done scheduled your week out thinking, oh, I'm going to go and have me a good old time.
Mm.
What do we do? So, scheduling mistakes do happen, and that's why it's important to try to keep that communication open, whether you like it or not, with the other person, the
Right.
ex. It's just a significant thing that you have to do, because you don't want your kids sitting out on the step at the school waiting all of those many hours and nobody's there to come get them. I mean, how's
And,
that
and
gonna make you look?
and then then the diapers can get involved. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Be like, well, you better go get them because I'm already on the. No,
Look, we don't want no problems with
I don't want no
doctors.
problems.
We don't social services, defects, whatever you want to
Right,
call them, whatever they call in your state. We
right,
don't want no problems with those
right.
people. We want to keep our children, keep them healthy, keep them happy. Okay. I'm sure the listeners out there can agree. We want to keep our kids. We don't want nobody else raising our kids. We want to keep them to the best of our ability. So, I mean, do what you got to do to make it work. I don't know what y'all got going on out there, but I
Right,
recommend, please, by all means, do what you got to do to make it work.
right.
Another thing that we have to take into consideration deeply concerning that subject of co-parenting is being honest about your own feelings, but remain aware that your relationship with your co-parent doesn't define your relationship that the child has with the other parent.
Okay.
So you might have your own feelings concerning the individual,
Right,
but give the child a chance.
right,
Okay.
right.
You know, like I was saying earlier, every parent that is an ex might not be a bad parent. They might just be a bad partner in a
Right,
relationship. But they
right,
might be the best parent ever. You
right,
know, you never know. Um, it's just something that you have to fill out and you have to see what happens. As long as the child is in a healthy situation, it shouldn't be a reason why they can't have, you know, a good relationship with their parents. So that's something that the experts were making sure, and I got that from CNBC television. They were
right.
saying, you know, to make it plain and right, and also what you're going to do with the co-parent. So if you're making an arrangement, let's say you're switching where the living arrangements are going to be between being out of school and being in school during the holiday time. You know, what holidays you want to get, whatever. Make it plain and in writing. If you need that app, do the app, do the text message, anything that is going to record and document what you're doing. That's essential
Right.
ultimately, because you don't want no problems with court. You don't want no problems with you know, a misunderstanding with the other parent. Also, if you have that document, that backup to say this is what we discussed, this is what we agreed upon,
Right,
nobody can dispute that.
right.
You know, it's no grounds for difficulty when it comes to that communication concerning the co-parenting situation. You know, a lot of co-parents, they separate what holidays throughout the year their children are going to have with each other. Um, and I've seen that work. I've seen it work. I've seen, you know, people who they rotate and they have a good relationship with their exes, and they organize their co-parenting like that. They organize their holidays. They alternate between weekends and weekdays. You know, how often the child gets to be at one house as opposed to another. I've also seen situations, believe it or not, where the parents live very close in proximity to each other and they work it out that way. So it really works for the kid because the kid gets to see both parents as much as they want to.
Listen, I've seen, I mean, being in leasing and in that field, I have seen where parents have the same apartment for the child and one stays out 2 or 3 nights and they do it that way so the child is not lost at all.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
I mean, those are very slim circumstances. Um, but I mean, the kid does benefit from it. I don't know if I would do that because it gives the kid a kind of false reality, in my opinion.
Right. Uh-huh.
But just to say, I have seen that.
Yeah, you know, I don't think I would do that one too much either. I probably wouldn't mind living in the same maybe apartment complex.
Hmm.
I don't think I would mind that because you know, if my ex has a significant other, that'll give me an opportunity to know and meet that person also. And you know, I could try to figure out, we all could develop some sort of cordial relationship to where we all can communicate for the best of the children, and the children get to see everybody. They don't have to feel like they're having to make a choice, being caught in the middle of anything. So I like that idea of being around the same proximity, but living actually in the same household, I don't know if I like that too much either.
Yeah,
Because
of
check it
course.
out. You're going to have what, Netflix and chill night, and you're going to say, hey, I got Netflix and chill night with such and such coming over
No,
tonight.
no,
So
no,
you can
no.
watch
They
it.
would, the other people, like the people that they're dating would never come. That's
Oh,
just their night out. Like if they're out, for 4 days or 3 days or however they do it, or they alternate, you
yeah.
know, yeah, they do that. I don't know.
See, that sounds like you putting
There's a word for it. But
restrictions on what you allowing the exes to do it. So they might as well not be an ex.
right.
Give them people a chance to love. I
They,
don't like that.
while I'm here with Lil Johnny, you go over there with Susie. And when I'm done with Lil Johnny, I'm gonna go over here with Frank, and you can come over here with Johnny. Like that's,
But the ex is never going to meet. I mean, little
I
Johnny's
mean, to
never
each
going to
his
meet
own.
the other person.
To each his own. They may be single and mingling. Look, they don't want to be tied down. Like that's your father. That's all you gotta worry about.
Wow.
I was like, really? And they were looking for an apartment. It's a
Mm.
word for it. I can't think of it, but that was what they were looking to do.
Wow. Wow.
So, I mean, people are all about the children, and I get it, but when that child grows up and puts two and two together, and like, wait a minute, you know what I mean? Like something is not adding up. Mommy, if you love daddy and daddy, you tell me you love mommy, then why you not together? You know what I mean? So I don't believe personally in a false reality. I have always been
Mhm.
completely honest with my children because I don't want them to not be prepared for real life. I mean, breakups happen, divorce
Right.
happens. I don't want to shelter my kids so much and create this false reality where they think, oh, me and your father had it all together and, we did no wrong and, and then they get in a relationship and they don't know how to deal with issues that, where they would need co-parenting or anything else. So I don't believe in it. I'm gonna just say other people believe in that. But I don't see that as good for the kids. I think honesty is always the best policy. And
Mhm.
even if things don't work out, when that child is mature enough to, talk and have that conversation and they have questions, then it's time to have the talk and just be honest with them. They'll be better for it. I mean, a lot of us think, oh, we're going to just break their whole little world, shadow their world. But if they find out one day that they lived in a false world, that's what's going to hurt them even more, in my opinion.
I agree, cousin. I really do. That sounds like a really messed up situation down the line. It
Yeah,
sounds great for the child right now, but down the line,
I
it's going to
know.
sound like a
Right.
really messed
So
up
we're just
situation.
putting a band-aid over, a whole infection.
Right,
Not
right.
just having, now if the child is too young to understand and they're not asking questions and they're like 2 years old, whatever, then so be it. But these children are maturing way faster than we were.
Yes.
So I have always been brutally honest with my children. People have not always agreed with that, but guess what? I have a really great relationship with my children because of it. Now that they're older, and I've been there, I've been divorced and had this talk. Okay, sweetheart, I'm sorry, this is not working out, and this is what we're going to do. Um, and it is what it is. And I believe that, my children imperfect, but they are better prepared for life. You
Hmm. Wow. That is something.
Yeah, to each his own. I mean, but co-parenting is necessary. You can't, like I said, unless the other parent is a complete maniac, which you have that. And I mean, not to get off topic, but you have some people that think, like, let's just say for women, for instance, oh, he hits on me, but he won't do it to the kids. Like, if you gotta go, you gotta go. You know what I mean? And vice versa. Sometimes co-parenting can't be helped. But if it can, and then you have those women that are very vindictive, oh, you don't want to be with me, so you ain't going to see the kids.
Mhm.
It's not,
Yes.
and it's sad.
Yes, I've seen that. Like how could you use your kids as a pawn?
Right.
But I mean, people do it and they don't have any type of guilt about it at all. Um, trying to use the kids. But if you're in an unhealthy relationship or unhealthy situation, that's one thing. But
Right.
by all means, don't try to restrict the kids just because you didn't get along with the ex. I mean,
Or he got a new
sometimes,
girlfriend, or she got a new
yeah, you got a new
man.
girlfriend and you don't like them, or she
Come
got a
on.
new. Oh yes, and you know what? The men do it too. You're right.
They do.
He left me, so I don't want to have nothing to do with her or that child. What does the child have to do with the fact that you guys aren't getting along?
Right.
Not a thing. The child didn't ask to be here. The
Right.
child didn't make you cheat or do whatever it was that it took for you guys not to be together anymore. So
Right.
why would you put that child in that situation? It's
Right.
not fair. It's really not.
Right.
Give that child every opportunity that they can have to have their parents love them. Now, and if the parents are just sorry and they not motivated,
Sorry.
then you got to do what you got to do.
You got to
But
do
I
what
mean,
you got to do.
you got to do what you got to do. But that's after checking off the list with
Right.
grace, mercy, and chances over and over again.
Be like, you know what?
Make your ultimate decision.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
I just don't understand some people
Right.
and
Right.
their logic of thinking, or they try to be so secretive about the fact that they have somebody new and they're trying to act like they still are interested in you, knowing good and
Right.
well they done moved on and
Right.
everything. You don't have to be with me.
Don't
to be
hold me
attached to your kids.
hostage.
Don't hold me hostage.
Don't.
Don't do it.
Don't do me.
Like, come on. It's
Right.
ridiculous.
It
It
is.
is ridiculous. Be open and honest with yourself. Put it out there on the
Please do.
table.
Please
How
do.
you feel. If you want to be free, set yourself free. The
Right.
lies are not going to help you.
It only
At the end of
hurts.
the day, it's only going to
That's
hurt the child
That's
and it's
it.
going to hurt you because
Yeah.
it's going to create problems between the
Right.
parents.
Right.
And then everybody's going to start acting like Petty Betty. And we don't got time for that.
We don't got time for that. We got to
Mhm.
grow, and that's why we have to have these conversations. This channel is about healing.
Mhm.
If you guys have any comments or any experiences, feel free to write them in the comments. Feel free to like and share and subscribe to our YouTube family. Like I always say, put it in the comments. Let us know how you feel. Also, I would say if there are any other future topics that you guys want to talk about or discuss, or you want to be on our panel, we would love to have you. So inbox us today, let us know, and let's talk. But we have to have these healing conversations. People don't want to talk about it. Why are you upset because she moved on? So now you're not going to be a father to your child? And now we can't even peg this on just fathers. Mothers are being deadbeat. I mean, it's going up.
Well, hold on, y'all. Y'all know that was my experience with me moving on, and
Yes.
my kid's father was like, "Okay, well, I'm not taking care of them.
Right.
I'm not doing nothing.
Right.
I'm stepping down. Let God do it. Let that nigga
Let
do
him
it.
do
Let
it.
whoever you do it, do it. I'm not doing
Right.
nothing. I'm
Right.
sitting down."
Right.
And that was that, and I was
That's
totally
just
fine with
terrible.
it because, I'm a woman. You have 2 kids out here that you had first, and
Okay.
I'm not about to make you take care of them. Like, that's
Right.
not my responsibility to force you to take care of nothing you birth.
Okay.
So, bruh, if you don't want to do it, that's you missing out.
You missing out.
On
You're
great
missing
kids.
out.
On great
To me,
kids.
both parents are important. And if
Both
you don't want to be important in their life, that's your fault. That's on you. That's your loss.
right.
And guess what? It's okay if you don't want to co-parent. They can just have one parent. The best
It'll be
parent.
blessed.
I'm
And
going to be the best
sometimes,
parent I can be to them.
right.
I can't say that I'm going to
Hmm.
be a father to them. I can't teach them what a father can teach them. But what I can do is
Right.
teach them what a mother can teach them. And that's
Absolutely.
all. I
Uh-huh.
can be the best version of me. I can be the best mom ever. I can be the best mother, the best mommy, whatever they want to call me,
Right.
ever. I cannot be you. I can't be whatever you want me to be, whatever part you play. I can't do that. But I can just be me.
Absolutely.
You chose to step down. And
Right.
guess what? I chose to step up.
Okay. I
Wow.
mean,
That's
that's
it.
that's beautiful. And I would remember telling, um, my son's father, I don't care if I was a millionaire. You still need to pay, or you need to be a part
No.
of their life, because like you said, Tiffany, both parents are needed. Both parents
That's
are
true.
necessary.
You are important,
You
whether
are
you
important.
believe it or not. You are important, sir.
Yes.
And it has nothing to do with you coming to pick them up. It has nothing to do with you just giving money. It has nothing to do with you
Yes.
just
Come
doing play
on.
dates. It has nothing to do, bruh. Take some of the load off of me.
Yes.
Help me unpack. Help me
Something.
unload. You are important.
Yes.
This is your child too, just as much as it is my. Like we both laid down to have both of these kids.
That's it.
Both of them are equally yours. So guess what?
Absolutely.
Just like my role is important, yours is too. I am equally as important and you are too. Like I'm not any better than you are. So guess what? You are just as important as I am.
Right. And I
You
don't
know, it's
Like
it's really
and they have society has this thing about stuff. Oh, mom's more important than theirs. No,
know.
guess what?
no.
Both are
Uh,
just as equally important. We both have important
that's true.
roles. Both of them.
Yep.
Both
Yes.
of us
That's why
are important. I do not.
I really
Go ahead.
advocate for the interaction of both parents. Like, why are we having this issue with parents that are not in the home, not wanting to be a part of their child's life? Why is this such a big
Right.
issue?
Well,
I don't get it. Like, you made this child. You made this child. You know that this child is yours. Why is it that you're not helping and contributing to taking care of this child? It's so many parents out there that have that same problem,
mhm.
the same situation. I mean, I have my own situation as a single parent, but it was so many out here. And my thing is this: if you don't got no money, hey, I've been broke too.
Yeah.
But you could at
But that's why I
least
said it
You
has
can at
nothing to do
least.
with
write
just
a
money.
letter,
It
It's
has
something.
nothing
nothing
to do
about
with
money.
just money.
How
I
much is
mean,
the postage
It's not
stamp?
just about money. It's just not about just all these fancy clothes and all of that. It's not
It's
just
not.
about
It's
that.
the
Jordan,
relationship.
it
The
is.
It's a
relationship.
relationship.
Yes.
And it's
Absolutely.
equally listen, the kids don't see us having not even we have to have a relationship with y'all, not a relationship as in we're together, but a relationship
Mm-hmm.
as in a friendship.
Right. To
A
parent.
Right.
friendship, that's a relationship. I don't
Yeah.
want to be with you. I don't even like you no more like that in that way.
Right.
But let our
Mm-hmm.
children see us knowing how to get along.
Being mature.
That to be mature, to be cordial. Like the kids don't even know how to get along because the parents don't know how to get along.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
The kids don't know how to treat one another because the parents don't know how to treat one another.
Bad
The
example.
kids fussing and fighting because the parents don't know how to. Bad examples
Communicate.
everywhere. Bad
It's
lack of
really,
communication
really.
because the parents have lack of communication.
Right.
You like, come on.
I mean,
Everybody's important for these kids. If the kids are in bad places, if
mhm,
our mental is important for the kids. If we're in a bad headspace, the kids see us, we
mhm.
put them in a bad headspace.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
people don't understand that. When that's why it's equally important for us to be um mentally sound and
Yes.
mentally healed and mentally
Right.
whole and healthy. That's
Right.
why these
Yeah.
kids have to see us okay. That's why we have to be okay for our children, not acting
Right.
like we're okay. We can't walk around acting and faking like we're okay. We can't walk around faking like we're
Be
okay. Every
honest.
time we're faking like we're okay, then one day it's going to come out. It's going to show.
Yeah.
The bitterness is going to show. The petty is going to
Mhm.
show. It's
It's
going to
gonna
seep
spill
out
out.
one day. Our ugly is going to show one day
Yes, it is.
when
Yeah.
we're
Mask
mad at
off.
them.
It's gonna
It's
fall
going
off.
to show.
And
And
that
then the
front
kid's
is
going
going
to
to
be like,
hit that
Mom, what's
child
that?
like
It
a ton
is.
of
Dad,
bricks.
what's that?
Mhm.
It is. You know what? And you know what? I want to say something to the fathers that don't think they have enough. Okay, or okay. My father was not a part of my life. My biological father. I was raised by my grandmother. And my mother, she had issues that she was dealing with that had stemmed from her childhood. So this is how important childhood is. A lot of people look at my mom and was like, oh my God, you ain't raised your kids or whatever, but no one knows what she endured as a child. That's another segment. We want to talk about it because this panel is about healing. However,
Yeah.
Tiffany was with me when I met my grandmother for the first time when I met my biological father at the age of 17. And I was like, well, where were you? And you know what his excuse was? Oh, I didn't have any money to take care of you. So,
Wow.
I mean, that hit me because it isn't about the money. So now I'm growing up with all these daddy issues that you can't even put a price tag on. Okay? Okay, you are important. I'm talking to the mother that is strung out on drugs or might be on the street, might be prostituting, the father that doesn't have any money or his pride is bruised. Your child still needs you. My son looks exactly like his father. My son acts exactly like his father. That's stuff that only his father can tell him, or why he is the way he is, or why he looks like that, or why he acts like that, and just different things. I can't do it. One parent cannot do it alone.
It is so
Okay?
hard.
And for anybody to sit here and this is bad. Oh, I don't need no man. Oh, I don't need him. Use a lot. You may not need
You
him,
liar.
but the child needs
Your
him.
child needs him.
Your
That's
child
right.
It's not about you. When are we going to be mature enough to say, you know what? Like Tiffany said, I laid with you. This is the product of it. We both want to do what it got to do for the sake of the child. How selfish can we be where half of us 80s babies have been robbed of a parent, okay, from drugs, crack, alcohol, whatever you want to call it, and you rob your child of it? Now, like I said, if there is abuse or something that's going on and the person is unstable, because we know of that too, then that's something totally different. But for someone to sit here and be like, oh, he got a new girl, I'd be damned if he see his son. That's not right. And you're going to have to answer to God for that. You're going to have to answer to your child for that. I don't care what I've been through or who I've been with. I have never stopped my children's father from seeing them. Never. Never. They ain't had no money. I didn't help them so much, took them on child support, did whatever I had to do. I'm like, I don't even need them. Just come babysit while I go to work and go to school.
Come on, sister.
My children's father has no excuse. And guess what? They're in their lives, and my kids are better for it. It can happen. But for y'all to sit here and be vindictive over these people for moving on with their life, or you was just a hit and run, or things ain't working out, you gotta stop. You're hurting the child.
You gotta stop.
You are hurting your child.
And I have spent thousands of dollars on trying to sacrifice.
Yes, you have.
To make my child
have a relationship.
His father, have a relationship with his father.
Yes, you have. I mean, I'm a witness.
I have done it because I see the worth in it. I feel like my child should have every right to know and have a relationship with his father. So I feel like, whatever I'm going to try to do to make it work, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to be selfish and greedy
Right.
and try to act like, you know, he doesn't exist, because he is a living and breathing, walking person.
He's there.
And every time I look at my child, like you said, your child looks just
Look
like
just
the
like
father.
them.
My
Look just
son
like
looks
them.
like his father. So I'm not
They
going to
want to
sit
know
here.
where they come from.
Yes. And they
And
have
how
every
many
right to
times have
know.
I took and how many times have I took my kids back and
Yes,
forth?
you
You
have.
know,
And you have
because
tried.
why? One
But,
thing
you
about me, I've
know,
never said, do not go back and tell your kids, oh, your dad's not nothing, your dad ain't going to never
please
do nothing,
don't do
he's
that.
this, he's... Don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
Don't
Don't
take
Do
talk
it.
bad
not
about our parents.
do that. No matter
Don't do
what
it.
my kid's father has done, they don't know anything bad about their father. Nothing.
Right.
Why?
I
I
would
don't have to
also
put
like
him
to
down to make
say
myself look good.
Right.
yeah,
Exactly. It'll come out. You don't even have to do anything. If you're
You don't
consistent,
have to do nothing.
you don't have to do anything. You don't have to do it. The
Let
cards
those
will play
kids
out.
go ask their dad what happened.
Go
It's
ask
not
them.
your
yes.
responsibility to sit there and do anything. You don't have to make yourself boost yourself up and make him look bad. Just you don't do
You
that.
don't have to do it.
Oh, he didn't do this. He did it. That's not even important. You
It's
do your
not.
job as a parent. Don't say she did this, she ain't this, she ain't. That's not important.
And
It's not
That's
parents,
not
important.
even important.
don't make yourself out, parents, to be a liar.
Yeah,
The
don't do that.
worst thing you could do is lie to a child in a way
Yes.
where they were expecting to see you or expecting something from you and then it not come through. That thing would
Oh
never
yeah.
leave that
Oh,
child's memory.
Oh, that's
It
the
would never
worst.
I
leave
have
that
so
child's
many
memory
memories
for
like that.
nothing.
Waiting
So
on the
many
parent to
memories
come
like
pick
that.
them up and don't never show up.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm dealing with daddy issues and mommy issues. Okay, all kinds of issues because of parents. Okay,
Yeah,
and y'all think that buying them Jordans and buying them the latest drip
it
is
don't
really
work.
going to do something for them. You're not doing anything for them. It's not
No,
about
it's
the
not the
present. It's
same.
your presence that helps the child. You teaching them the things that you wish you would have learned. Okay,
Well,
you
he
Right.
show
picked
them
them up
things.
for 10
Let me
minutes.
tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something while I'm thinking about it. When my ex-husband would go work on the car, I would send my son out there, go watch. Learn how to change a tire. Learn how to do
Yes.
this. Learn how to do that. Y'all would not believe, and I said this on my Facebook. My oldest is 19 years old. He's riding in his friend's car. They're all riding, going whatever, having a good time. They get a flat tire, and none of y'all men, none of y'all boys know how to change a tire. And you know what? I was like, I was so upset because I'm like, this is what the parents need to be teaching the children. Not the latest dance move, not smoking and drinking with your child. Teach them values that they can use for their lives. I feel bad for this generation. I am teaching my youngest how to cook because I said, by the looks of it, I don't know if your wife is going to know how to cook. Nobody's in the kitchen anymore. No, ain't no more home economics. Ain't no more none of that we grew up
Ain't
on.
none of that no more.
We
That we
got to get
had.
a hold
Yeah.
of this. We got to get a hold of it. Put your pride aside. Put your hurt aside. He hurt you. She hurt you. We all know. You will heal.
Put it aside.
Okay? But we cannot keep letting our children pay the price for the mistakes that we have made.
That's
Period.
true. That's true.
Period.
Absolutely.
Like this is a grown folks channel. And I know everybody's not ready for it. And I know it's a whole lot of people on this live that ain't even really clicking to reflect the numbers that's on here. I know you hear me. And I'm talking to you, whoever you are. Forget what happened. Okay? Think about your child. Stop being selfish. You have been damaged. That's why you're doing this. And now you're going to have your child reciprocate exactly.
We all have been damaged, but it's a time to let it go.
Let it
You have to let it go. Not just for
Stop
you, but for
punishing
the
those children.
For
That's
those
exactly what
babies.
you're doing. And the
For
world is
those
only getting
babies.
worse. The world's only getting worse.
Time is too short for this nonsense.
Okay.
Let's just be honest about
Come
it.
on.
We're in the middle of a pandemic, okay? We're under COVID-19 house arrest. They done,
House
now
arrest.
you know this situation is bad anytime they shut the schools down.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The churches, they've been trying to corrupt them for the longest, so I'm not too shocked. The
Mhm.
mosque and the synagogues, people don't like religion too much. So I'm not shocked that they tried to get rid of the gathering of those places.
Right.
But the school, they tried to cut the school down. I mean, this is a real smack in the face here.
But let me tell
Times
you,
is for people to be holding grudges and acting nasty
Right.
and trying to be manipulative about their children.
listen, let me tell you the benefit of COVID. Let me tell you, we all talk about what COVID do. Let me just flip it. I'm happy because now y'all spending time with your children. How about that? You're spending time with your family. You're too busy running here and there everywhere. You don't teach your child nothing. You don't give them wisdom and knowledge that's going to help them for their lives. My child, let me tell y'all something, and this is a whole nother topic. My son's credit, my 19-year-old's credit, he can go buy anything he wants right now. Because from 17 years old, I have helped him with his life. I have given him, have access to credit, just different things. So when he is finished his school, his trade school, you know, he can go buy a house if he wants to.
Mhm.
I showed them how to balance a checkbook. You understand? I showed them how to pay bills, different things like that. My 13-year-old has a debit card. I'm showing him responsibility. What are you guys teaching your children?
Kids, yeah.
Just how to sell drugs, how to twerk? What happens to the
Video
mothers?
games.
I'm happy that COVID got you in the house. Now you can spend some time with your child. Teach them how to cook and clean. Teach them a trade. Okay? We always look, college is not for everybody. I already told my oldest, you ain't going in debt. What you're going to do is get a trade, because I'm going to always need a plumber. I'm going to always need an electrician. I'm going to always need an HVAC person. Okay? Teach our children. This is why other races are better off than we are.
Right.
Oh, I already
support.
Oh, this is how you do it? I'm not pushing my son out the house. When he is ready, I don't care if he's 25, 26 years old. When he is ready with his full-time job with full benefits and A1 credit that he already got right now and no debt, then he'll be ready for life and take on a wife. How about what are you teaching your children? Co-parenting is the first thing for that. We have to get as a people, we have failed. Y'all always buying Louis, all this stuff. I don't even know the names to them. This shirt right here is $12. It look good on me. I'm gonna wear it. All right. Nobody. All my credit
My
cards.
little dress was $10.
Okay. What y'all not?
Y'all, my hair was done by me.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be critical, but as a black community, we have failed. We have failed ourselves. We have failed our children. And we wonder why other nationalities can come into the country and have everything. Why? Come on, we're going about this. Let me tell you, I understand pandemic. 2020 has been the best year of my life. Okay? It has been the best year of my life. All right? I got time with my family. I married a beautiful man. Okay? I got my credit right, money right. My kids is fine, safe, healthy, you know, and I'm coming up with a plan for my child's life. Teach your children. I need everybody to get back in the home. Get back in the kitchen. Get back, men. Get back with your sons. Get them back under the hood of a car. Come on.
Yes. Teach them something.
The guys could not change a tire. My son had to change a tire, and everybody was like, dear, y'all praising him because he could change a tire? I was blown away.
Yeah, praise my nephew too because he can change his tire. Stop
I
playing.
mean,
That's right.
To me, that's regular. To me, like, you better. I know how to change a tire.
But
I was a single mom.
my nephew would have been stranded.
They would have been stranded, but I thank God. What if he didn't know how, or they were stranded, and it was nighttime.
Yeah.
Y'all have to come on. This channel is about healing. We got hard topics, but we want to dig out the infections to this stuff. This channel is called Closing Open Wounds, and we can't put no Band-Aid over it. We actually have to dig out, okay, this didn't work for us. Let's do it right. Let's sew it up without any infection. Let's dig into it. You have issues. I had to look in the mirror one day and like, you know what? I don't like what I see. And I'm not even talking about a physical reflection. I'm talking about how I handle things, how I handle breakups, or how I handle, I had abandonment issues. So I shut down quick. Oh, you ain't acting right? Sarah, my nickname was Love 'em and Leave 'em. I ain't wasting no time. No time. But that was a coping mechanism for me because I got so used to being abandoned. So now I got a beautiful husband who I got to learn how to love. Who actually showed me like what unconditional love is like. It's crazy. Like, I'm telling y'all, let's deal with the issues, y'all. Y'all, these kids, the world is getting worse. We got to help our children, and we are not helping our children in the current state that we are doing right now.
You know what? I really want to talk to our viewers out there. When is it the best time to pick up that phone or send that message out to that other parent and let them know, hey,
right now
we gotta get along. So I want you guys to challenge yourselves and really think about this thing and think about what you're doing to your kids. And pick up that phone or send that text or even get that app I was talking about earlier.
Right.
I mean, our family wizard, it doesn't hurt. You know what I'm saying? Or they have another app called Co-Parenter. They have another one called Co-Parenter. You could try that one too.
All y'all men denying your child when you know that is your child. Oh, you want to that? You know that child. That's little Junior over there, and you want to deny. You want to pay for that.
Yeah.
One day you have to answer to that child.
Absolutely.
And that's going to hurt your heart. That's going to break you.
They need to pick up the phone. They need to try to make amends because at the end of the day, this is your blood that's running through the veins of that child. So if you don't love yourself, you could at least love what God blessed you to have.
Okay.
And that was another life that was brought into the world from you. Everybody's not blessed to have children, their own biological children. It's a blessing to have children. Period. It's a blessing. They could be whatever. They can get on your nerves, whatever have you. But guess what? At the end of the day, they are a blessing. When I look into my children's eyes, I know that they are a blessing. And believe me, I got 2 children under the age of 2. And when I tell you I'm getting no sleep, I'm getting no sleep. But guess what? I thank God every day that I have them. I really do. I love my kids. I love all 3 of my children. And I thank God for their lives.
Absolutely.
Especially, when I look at them and I know everything I went through and everything that I had to go through, being a mom and just being in relationships that didn't work and things like that. I just know that my children are a blessing and I really thank God for them. But I really want to encourage our viewers out there, especially during this pandemic and our lives are not promised to us anyway.
Sure.
But just try to make amends, try to develop a form of forgiveness and try to let that other parent know that, we don't have to hold these grudges. We don't have to battle. We don't have to be at war. Let's just be parents for our children. Let's just be parents for our children. I recently, had an encounter last year with my ex, and it felt pretty good to know that we're not on terms where friction's involved.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be like that. You can't live life like that. It's not healthy for your kids. It really isn't. Any sacrifice I can make for my kids, I'm gonna make it because I want my kids to be happy.
Yeah.
And I feel like their life and how they're going to end up, it depends on how they were treated when they were growing up. Your end, it starts from your beginning. So you really got to look at that situation and analyze how you're going to work this co-parenting. And I want to know from our viewers also, how are you guys handling co-parenting?
Yeah.
Since we have the pandemic going on, how is that working out with joint custody and things like that? Y'all could send us some comments
Yes.
so we can try to feed up on that. We're running out of time tonight, but we can try to send some. We'll read your comments and get back to you. Maybe
Or
host another
messages.
Friday night coming soon. Send us some messages or something on our Closing Open Wounds page or on our YouTube page, and we'll find out exactly, how you guys are handling this during the pandemic.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. We are coming to the end of our segment. It was very informative, and together we can grow and heal. So like Sarah said, if you guys have any tips or anything that has worked for you, please put it in the comments. If you think this would help people, share this broadcast. You know, you ain't even have to say it. Blame it on me. I said it. Kalisha said it. You need to heal and grow up. You can put the blame all on me. That's fine.
And as Sarah said, forgiveness is for you, not for
Yeah,
the other person.
That's
You know,
right.
she said something about forgiveness. Just
that's
remember
right.
that when you forgive, you doing yourself that favor.
Right,
You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's for you.
You
That's
were the
that weight
bigger
being
person.
taken off for
right.
you.
That's right.
You're being the bigger person and you're being the mature person. And it's all about you feeling good and
Right.
you letting
Mm-hmm.
things go. You letting that bitterness go. You letting that anger go. And you're going and growing to the next level. You know, just
Absolutely.
don't forget that
And,
part.
and if you haven't been in your child's life, forgive yourself and just start
And
That's
today.
get
right.
there.
Start
Start
Get
today.
in that
today.
life.
That's right.
Start today.
Well,
Today's a new
guys,
day.
absolutely. I had fun having this discussion
Yeah.
tonight, but we
I
are
did
running out of time. I would like to give a shout out for my delicious dinner that's been sitting here waiting on me. I got me some jollof rice and I got me some beef. Looks delicious.
Mm.
I got that from the African grocery store. That's over there at 717 Pulaski Highway. If you're in Bear, Delaware, or Newark, Delaware, you can check them out. The food is delicious. They do serve meals on Friday nights. Also, they have the store next door is African Fashion Boutique, where they have some beautiful clothing. You could
Yeah.
possibly get something like this number I have on tonight. So,
Yeah.
you guys, if you're in that area, once again, 717 Pulaski Highway, and that's in Barrett, Delaware. You can check them out and get you some good food on a Friday night, or even check out their store. They have plenty of items in their store. They have all kinds of, it's like a grocery store. So they have all kinds of stuff in there. They have meat and everything. So
Nice.
give them a shout out if you're in the area.
Nice. And if you guys want us to advertise or you have something that you're selling, that you want us to advertise for you, just message us. We'll be happy to feature you, or your products or what you have. That's what we're here for also. Okay, so we are here for you guys. It was so wonderful being with you guys tonight. I feel so good about this conversation. I don't care if we only touched one person. You are the person that we were supposed to talk to. So thank you so much for tuning in to Closing Open Wounds. We hope to see you guys very soon. Set your notifications. Like I always say, like, share, and subscribe. Sometimes during the week, we may just pop up on here and have a topic to talk about, because as we talk, I mean, there's so much that comes out of our conversations, and we really just want to share it with you guys because we believe it will help. Okay, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Also, find us on YouTube at Closing Open Wounds. If you want to email us, it is closingopenwounds@gmail.com. If you want to message us, you can also message us here on Facebook also. So thank you so much, guys. We will see you guys on the next segment. You ladies have anything else you want to add before we close out?
Thank you guys. See you later.
Thanks for the support. Love you guys. Take care.
Good night.
Good night.